Hi there, my sparkles. I hope you're doing all okay. So I've been receiving lately a lot of compliment about my eye makeup look, which is basically almost every day the same. So I guess this is my signature look. So I decided to do a little tutorial to show you how to go from this to this in just a few steps. Are you ready? Let's go. So I'll be showing you step by step my eye makeup, because as you can see, the rest of the makeup is already done. The main focus of my makeup every time is my eyes, because I have a huge insecurity about my eyes. I think they're too small, they have nothing special. I don't have long lashes, I don't have green or blue eyes, you know, they're just so common. So I really emphasize my makeup eye to make them look bigger, to make that cat eye look, you know. And yeah, I can't just go out without at least my eye makeup on my face. The rest is just like accessory, like the blush, the gloss. I don't put anything on my eyebrows, they're completely natural. But yeah, the main focus of the makeup look is my eyes. Okay, so I write down each product that I use in the description, but keep in mind that you don't need to have the same makeup than me to achieve the same look. You can do with whatever you have with you and the colors that you want, but I'll just be showing you the steps, the technique that I use to achieve this makeup look. Okay, so we'll start with a primer. I'll use the NYX Studio Photogenic eyeshadow base. So I just use a little bit like this. I'll be kind of doing a little ASMR mouth sounds at the same time. But maybe I'll satisfy you, who knows. So this is the base. It's super important to add a base on the eyelids because there's a lot of, it's not wrinkles, but you know, when you open your eyes, there's some lines here. And so it's super important so that the eyeshadow and the products that you use above it will not creasing in the lines. And so it will stay smooth and homogeneous the whole day. So this is super important. So I just pat my little base here on my lid, and then I have to fix it with some finishing powder. Here again, it's the NYX brand. So this is a compact mineral base finishing powder. So I use this one. Then I use this big fluffy, no, it's not big, it's medium fluffy brush. I'll pat a little, then I take off the exceeding product like this, and then I pat it like this on my eyelid and here. So right now my eyelid, the base is perfect. I can add whatever product I want on top of it and it'll stay the whole day until I take my makeup off. Okay, so then I'll take the eyeshadow colors that I want. I will start with the outer corner here with a darker color. Today I'm gonna take, for example, this is Fenty Beauty, so it's Rihanna's brand. She had this palette and I'm gonna use the brown, reddish brown eyeshadow. Keep in mind that it's super important to, every time you use a brush with like powder product, to always tap like this. So you take off the exceedant product and it won't crease or, you know, too much powder on the small area such as the eyelids. So it's super important. I always do that. Then up. It's also a fluffy brush, but you can see it's different from the one I used before. All my brushes, they're from Zoeva. I'll try to also write them down, the brush I use with which product I use, so you can see what kind of brush you need to every step, because the brush is as important, or I'd say it's even more important than the makeup, the quality of the makeup. The brush is even more important than the products that you use, because this is how it spreads to the skin. I mean, if you have good quality makeup brushes, even if you have low quality makeup products, the makeup will be stunning. But on the contrary, if you have high quality makeup but you have shitty brushes, it will not look as good. Quality brushes are mandatory if you want a good eye makeup look, at least the eyes, you know. So yeah, I spread it like this on the outer corner. So about the signature look, I mean, it's just the liner that is signature, because I don't do every day the same eyeshadow colors. I don't put glitters or sparkly powder on my eyelids every day. It's just the eyeliner that is the same every day. You'll see when I'll start the eyeliner process. Then I always use the same powder than I did with the outer corner and under the eye, like this. Because it's more smudged, you know, you don't have that limit between the lid and the under eye. Yes, like this. Exactly. So this is another brush, and I use the same eyeshadow than the previous step. Since I have small dark eyes, I like to enlighten my look with this step that I find super important. So I take this little brush that I dip in old foundation of mine that was too light. I look like a ghost, so there's plenty of it left that I don't use as foundation, but I use it on my lids, and I tap it on the inner corner like this, so it brightens the eyes in general, you know, like this. Yeah. So now I'm gonna blend it a little with the same brush that I used for the first eyeshadow step, which was here, and I take it like that to blend it. And I use this brush because there's also some product left on the brush, so it blends even more smoothly, you know, like this. Exactly. Better. Okay, so now with this kind of brush, I'm gonna use this color. It's like a gold eyeshadow, and I pat here so that the foundation fixates on the skin like that. Can add even a little more, and so it does like a ombre, you know, very natural. Okay, like this. So today I wanted to be a bit fancy. I added some sparkling powder on my lids, and so I'm gonna show you. It's a powder I bought on Temu, and it's so shiny. I love it. I don't know if you'll see it from here, from where you are, but oh my god, so pretty. And so this powder, you have again to use a little glue, which is kind of a base too, but it's specific to glitters, rhinestones, and you know, sparkling powder, just like I showed you right now. I just love NYX. This is one of my favorite brands. They have this tube where you can add a tiny bit of product like this, not so much, and then tap it on your lid like this, so that the powder that I'm going to put right after will stick to it immediately. Voila. Now with this kind of brush, which is specific to my glittery powders, I just tap it slightly like this on my powder. You can see there's already so much product, and I just tapped it lightly, you know. And then this is going to be so satisfying. Look. Oh my god. I love it. Like this. Tap, 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 tap. Feeling generous today, so I'm going to do it a second time, even though like once is already good. Like this second time. I'm shining. I love it. And voila. Okay, then I go with the highlighter in the inner corner of my eyes, as well as just below the brow. I'll use this gold. This is from the Beauty Bay palette, which is Age of Opulence. I take this. I love this one, you can see. I'll take this gold shimmery powder, and I tap it on the inner corner like this to do the highlight. And then I don't have to tap it again, there's still product left on the brush. I just tap it under the brow like this. It's a few details, there's a lot of details, but you know, that's what makes the difference in the end. Like this. Ta-da! Oh, and again, this is another brush that I use just for the highlighter parts. This one is not really a brand. It's not that like expensive. It's just the shape of the brush, so you can see. I'd say that for every step of my eye makeup, I have a specific brush. I have a lot of brushes. But I think it's better, so you don't mix everything. And, you know, I have brushes only for like light colored eyeshadows and brushes only for the dark colored eyeshadows. So the particles that are left in the brushes, they don't mix, and you always have the color that you want, you know, because I don't want to clean my makeup brushes every day. I find this so boring, even though it should be better to do it, but no, I don't have the time for that. So yeah. Okay, so now to make my eye look bigger, I'm going to put white pen here in the waterline of my eye. This makes a difference too. It makes the eye look bigger and wider and also brighter and less tired. Which is also something that I haven't told you, but I have like eye bags, which you cannot really see right now because my ring light is kind of hiding them, but I have huge eye bags. And yeah, so if I don't at least wear eye makeup, I look tired as hell. Even though I'm not tired, it's just my eyes are like this and I have eye bags, and there's nothing I can do except to hide them behind makeup, you know. Since this is a gold makeup, on top of the white pen, I'll use a gold one. But normally I just use white, but today I want to do it like extra goldly, you know, like this. Up. Okay, now the serious part is starting, because we're going to do the eyeliner. And this is the step that is every day the same, because what I just showed you with the eyeshadows, well, it's not every day the same. I like to change the colors, I like to change the glitters. Some days they're just more neutral, just pink, just like, you know, two shades of shadows, and then that's it. But the eyeliner is every day the same. There's just like one day out of two I do black eyeliner, and the other day I do brown. I'll do another video which is going to be completely in French, and this tutorial is going to be with the brown eyeliner, but you see it's like the same steps, the same result at the end. So I'm going to use my NYX liquid eyeliner like this, and I'll draw it. That's difficult to do in front of the camera phone. Okay, so I draw the point and then I fill the blank like this. I wish this was the only step, but it's not. Okay, so now I take a black pen and I do here in the, it's not actually in the waterline, it's just below, because I told you the waterline is for a white pen, so it makes my eyes look bigger. So like this, you know, to make it more smudged and natural, because if it's just the eyeliner on top, I feel like the under eye is naked. Which is absurd, but that's just my feeling. So now I'll take this marker, eyeliner marker. So difficult in front of a phone camera. Hope it's going to look good in the end. And now the most important step is we're going to blend the eyeliner so it looks smudged, which is how I like it to look. I should leave it like that, but no, I prefer when it's like an ombre and everything is more smudged. So I'll take back my Beauty Bay palette and I'll use the black eyeshadow this time, like this and like this. Yeah, a bit more, and then I just blend everything. See, it's starting to look the exact same than the other eye. Then what I do, as you can see, there's some sparkly powder that just fell under my eye with the black eyeshadow because I was blending everything. So now I take this big fluffy brush that the sole purpose of it is to take off the messy particles that fall in places they shouldn't, like this. Because if you go with your finger or with a cotton swab, I mean, you're taking the risk to take the particle and just rub it even more on the skin, and then you have like dark little lines, and no, it's not pretty, and then you have to put concealer again on top of it, and no. Let's avoid that scenario, you know? Okay, so I'll blend a little more. Then I take this little flat brush. It's the same brush that I use for the foundation here that I used in the inner corner before putting all the eyeshadows. But this one is only for black and dark shades. So it's the same brush. I just tap it here in the black. And then I'll take it here. I smudge the point here of my cat eye look, like this. Yeah, it looks almost the same. And then I go back with my little fluffy blending brush and I blend again. As you can see, the blending part is the most important. That's what makes the whole look smudged and natural, and for me, prettier. Here again, I go with my big fluffy brush to take off the particles, the unwanted particles that are falling from my eyelids. And lastly, all we have to do is put the mascara. So before using my mascara, it's important that you take off all the powders that are on the lashes, because otherwise it's gonna look super thick, and I find it prettier when the lashes are like separated. And so this step is important. This brush, the only purpose of it is just to clean my lashes like this and separate them correctly before I can put the mascara on top, like this. I only do for the upper lashes because my lower lashes are so short and small, and we didn't put that much product in the under eye, so I have two mascara. So this one is for the upper lashes. It's the Clinique High Impact Mascara, like this. You cannot see a real difference because, as I told you, my lashes are super short and thin. But from the profile, the side, you see there's a difference. So that's why I use it. But yeah, that's why I also do like this huge eyeliner and glittery, because if at least I had long natural lashes, I wouldn't have to put all of that, you know. I just put some mascara and then my eyes would pop out, and no, but I don't have that. Mother Nature didn't give me those. So I'm trying to hack differently with other tips. So yeah, the mascara, unfortunately, is not doing a huge difference to my eye makeup look. What does it is the eyeliner. That's why I'm telling you, when I go out without at least my eyeliner on, I feel completely naked, because I am naked. Voila, so this is my mascara for the lower lashes. I prefer this one because the brush is like thinner and pointier, so it's easier to go with the lower lashes. And yeah, I prefer this one. This is the L'Oreal So Couture Volume Million Lashes. Then I just make sure with a cotton swab that everything is in place and clean, like this. So voila guys, this is for my eye makeup look tutorial. This is my signature look. the eye makeup that I have every day for the liner part. And yeah, it's kind of a long video. I'm sorry for that. There's a lot of steps, and keep in mind that I just did that in front of my phone camera, which is not as even convenient than in front of a mirror, so it took more time too. But yeah, there's a lot of steps. Everything is explained, everything is in the description for the products. Feel free to change the colors or try something fancier, but here is for today's look. For the story, I tried so many eye makeups. I'm 29 today, and I tried so many eye makeups, and I came to the conclusion that this is the one for me, that this one is the more outstanding for my eye shape. And yeah, I just like this one the best, so I decided to go for this one every day, because I don't want to spend hours to try to wear different makeups, and in the end I feel ugly, and you know, that's it. Thank you to those that watched the whole video, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope you can do the same at home, and that you'll feel beautiful wearing it. Plenty of kisses, my sparkles. Keep glowing like always, and we'll see each other very soon for a future video or live stream. Bye bye.